right. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Mo versus Gino, semifinals, winners bracket of the Fear 500 Season 2 closed qualifiers. If that ain't a mouthful, try saying it 3 times fast. Here we go, a quick start as well. Mo gonna pop off immediately on this one, gets the immediate kickoff, takes possession, dribbles it lower, and we're into this one. Lickety split immediately, 6 seconds in, and lead for Mo. Here we go. This is going to be about as much action as I would expect. Both of these guys have been grinding throughout the day. We talked about Mo last time he was on stream, an absolute dominant player. He's only 13 years old. This is his first ever competition, and he's been playing well so far, taking down some big names along the way. In addition, he's going to be up 2-0 right now. Oh, let me change the title also. I got to remember that. All right. Go. Titles all changed. Perfect. We're all good to go. Back to the game. Mo, another good kickoff for him. He's going to try to take possession. I think he wanted an early shot there. Gino said no, sir. Now Gino is going to try and play this one a bit slowly. We saw a lot of, I'm not going to say hesitation out of Gino in the last series that I saw, but he was very methodical in the way that he challenged. I don't know how it's going to work out here against Mo, who's extremely aggressive in all the right ways. Like I said, always goes for good 50s and attacks. And, oh, if you're not fast enough to the ball, you can't keep up with him. Gino proving that he can, though. A phenomenal save just to keep him out of the net. Mo, again, though, continuing to play this offense is extremely, extremely close right now. Only a minute gone so far, and Mo has kept that lead he's taken initially. Gino has not really had a good possession since the beginning here. Still not able to possess it, despite Mo going back into his own half. Now here comes Mo on the other end. Gonna try for the musty, who's a nice musty at that. Gino, though, just saw it coming and got a good save. And now Gino, I said it in the last one, I'll say it again here, king of the 50-50s is gonna get into the other half because of it. But unfortunately does not get a shot off. Mo gonna get a good flick to start. And the follow-up touch is gonna be even better. 3-0 now. And Gino, another player, though, I should mention that has been around the 1v1 ladder for a while, ranked warrior. I've seen him a couple times in the top 100 and just played a lot of smaller tournaments to get here to sort of get his name up, and really, really good player at that. So shout out to Gino. He's also had some show matches on Feer's channel, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, big shout out to Gino. Unfortunately, despite his experience, well, I was going to say it's not working out for him right now, but Mo going to take a bit of an odd challenge at the ball. What happened here for Mo? Oh, he doubled. No, he just... I think he thought they were going... I don't know. I think Mo thought that Gino was going to the sky. Without it happening, Gino's going to put in his first goal of the game. Mo's lead decreased down to 2. But luckily enough for Mo, he's going to get a good kickoff. Not quite able to take a shot, though. Gino now is going to repossess this one at midfield. Was waiting a second to see where Mo went. And Mo, I was going to say, unfortunately, took himself out of the play. Somehow is able to actually get back and score a goal here. Mo with some lightning reflexes is going to keep himself in the game. Look at this. Just speedy, speedy, speedy boy. And he's going to keep himself in the game because of that one. Or not keep himself, further his lead, I guess I should say. And Gino gets one good goal, but unfortunately that will be the only one he gets so far now. Just about half the game gone, and Gino still looking to decrease this lead. For a second, it looked like he just might be able to, but right now, still not able to take a clean shot quite yet. Oh, however, again, the speed is still in Mo's favor. He's just whipping it around the field, acting like a nuisance. Gino has had very little time to set up a proper shot. Oh, and finally he squeaks one in, and it's going to be on target and perfectly lays itself in there. Mo, again, wanted another aggressive challenge here on the wall, but Gino said, no, sir. Pop that one straight on in. 4-2 it becomes. 2:24 left on the clock. Oh, we're going to try and play this one slowly, it seems. Wants to go for, I was going to say a flick, but instead tries to lay it off for the low 50. Maybe not the best idea. Gino has definitely played very well from the back half today. His line defense has been great. And as Mo misses this one out at midfield, all of a sudden, we've got a close game here. Gino now has brought himself within 1 with about 2 minutes left. Plenty of time to try and complete this comeback, but similarly, Mo has plenty of time to try and put in a couple more and increase his lead. 2 minutes is almost half the game here. Now as Mo goes back onto offense yet again, you got to know what he's going for. Yup, it's the bump dribble, or as I believe Feer calls it, the Warbean special. Phenomenal dribble here. Great setup, perfect bump, and unfortunately for Gino, saw it coming, but there wasn't much he could do. Mo had the angle covered completely, and without being able to sense it ahead of time and being able to get prepared to avoid it, Gino's just left in the dust. Mo takes a 2-goal lead now with about 1:45 left. As Gino gets another flick, this could be, well, not flick, I should say dribble. Could be an opportunity. I think he just wanted to try and pop that one above Mo. No flick came out. Instead, it was just a standard air dribble. And unfortunately, that's just not quite enough against Mo, who has had plenty of experience in 1v1s. And he has done a phenomenal job to shake off the challenge on the other end and possibly put this game out of hand for Gino. Definitely still has the time to try and bring this one back, but Gino's going to need to make some quick work here. Minute 26 for 3 goals. It's doable. We even saw a greater comeback than that happen earlier tonight with Ireki, but it's going to need a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill and a whole lot of pressure against Mo, who continues to set up some good challenges and just waste time here. Gino does have an opportunity here at midfield, though. Mo's going to probably, I was going to say, try to get him to fake out. The early jump made Gino think he had a time to shoot, and unfortunately, Mo has completely taken over pace here. It's just whipping Gino around the field, not allowing him to get an easy touch. Gino finally does get another shot, but there's less than a minute left. Not a lot of time to get 3 goals. And if Mo gets a good stop and a shot on target here, it could be just completely out of hand. 4 goals in 47 seconds. It's doable. Definitely not going to be easy, though. This kickoff is going to be so crucial to Gino if he wins this one. Oh, and that he does. He's got a shot here, and that one is going to go on in. 3 goals in 43 seconds. We saw less than that before this. I mean, this is very possible for Gino here. He needs to have a couple good kickoffs in a row, but if Mo starts to get wise to any of his kickoff tricks, he might be able to counter it. So far, not quite able to. It's back onto his half again. Luckily for Mo, he will take the boost, but if Gino gets a good challenge, he's going to put himself within 2. Gino, another kickoff goal, and now we've got a series and a half here. Mo has to be very careful on the back half here. Gino is starting to figure out when he challenges it and when he doesn't. If you get a little bit too predictable, every 50-50 is really not going to be much of a 50-50. As Johnny Boy likes to call it, the O Khaled 100 or O 100 or something like that. If one player really learns how to counter a 50, all of a sudden the game's over. But as Mo just wastes time here on the back half, his goal isn't even to allow Gino a shot, just wants to have the clock tick on down, forces some challenges out of Gino. And as we get underneath 10 seconds, we need to see a goal right now where Gino just does not have the time. And Mo, again, still wasting time, clock ticking down to basically 0. And there we have it. Mo taking game number 1 here. Gino did a valiant effort, but unfortunately could not complete the comeback here. And Mo is going to take game number 1 in a best of 3. Gino's got to keep himself composed here. He played a really good second half of the game, but unfortunately Mo just took too big of a lead too early. It just wasn't the time to complete the comeback. So now Gino has to try and keep himself in this one. Definitely know he's got the potential. Definitely know he's got the ability. We're going to have to see if he can do so here in game number 2 of this best of 3. Gino, this is make or break for you, brother. You've got another shot after this one in the lower bracket, even if you lose, but no one wants to lose in the uppers. They'd much rather have that second chance available in their back pocket here. For Gino to lose it right now would be devastating, and Mo is doing his best to try and make that a reality. Gino with a quick question mark. I don't know how that went in. On my screen, that was just a straight miss. Yeah, Mo and Gino both not quite understand what's going on. I think pings are okay. This is probably a central server. Neither of these guys have the most phenomenal pings, so unfortunately, none of us noticed that previous to this, so the server's going to have to remain, and as Mo gets a bump out at midfield, he's going to just be messing with Gino right now, trying to absolutely tilt him. Again, that's why it was called the Salt Mine. 1v1s are a full-on salt fest, and in the best ways possible. And Mo, unfortunately, going to have to admit that was probably not the way he wanted that one to go. Mo with a whoops up in chat definitely did not have that challenge going that way in his favor, or against his favor, I should say. Now Gino's kept himself in this game 1-1. 4 minutes and about 15 seconds left now. Gino, again, just try to take possession here. This over-aggression that we keep seeing out of Mo is really working to tilt Gino out of this. Or maybe not necessarily tilt him, but just keep him in awkward positions and probably frustrate him to not be able to set up a full play. Yep, as Gino goes for the demo, tries to go for another one. And Mo just continues to possess the ball, though. These little touches are just interrupting Gino overall, and it's got to be extremely frustrating as Gino is definitely a more patient player. Wants to get a good shot set up, wants to get a good attack set up, and Mo is just not letting that happen right now. 3:42 left on the clock. A good flick out of Gino, but it's not going to have enough sauce to get through there. The power was just not behind it. And now Mo is going to have another opportunity on offense. And, well, we've seen what he can do. Oh, my word. When he has possession and the space, Mo comes to full power here on this flick. This is a banger off the top. Just wham. Straight on in. Mo going to put himself up 2-1 now. 3:31 left on the clock. This is still plenty of time for Gino to come back, but as Mo delays his kickoff, he is going to mess with him and put it into Gino's half immediately. Gino with plenty of boost, but oh, Mo continues to chase the perfect play there. The ball chase, it does work out in 1v1s if you can surprise your opponent. Gino thought he had time on the wall there, did not expect the immediate shot, and Mo slices that one through the angle. And puts himself up 2. Could possibly put himself up 3 here. Indeed, he will. Kickoff goal goes to Mo. 3:18 left now. And unfortunately, this one's getting a bit further out of reach from Gino than he would probably like. He lost game number 1 because of the fact that he just didn't have time to complete the comeback at the end there. And it would be a horrid way to go out again here in game number 3. Definitely going to try to keep the pressure up here, not allow Mo an easy win. And that he will not. 4-2. Gino now gets a comeback, or a kickoff goal of his own, excuse me. And with 3 minutes left, a couple more of those, and all of a sudden, we're back to a tied game. Plenty of time to do so. Plenty of space to do so. Gino, though, is going to have to really make these plays count. Well, we're going to try and play this one slowly in the corner. Knew that Gino had to rush at some point and just countered it perfectly. The 50 definitely going in Mo's favor there. And for how good I said Gino was at the 50s, Mo, he is an absolute expert at them as well. I mean, just look at it. You see what I mean? He just calculates this perfectly, but doesn't get the follow-up. Unfortunate for Mo. He looked so good right there, but the follow-up shot was just not the power that it needed. 4-2 now, 2:30 left on the clock. Mo tries to go back up into the air again. Wants the follow-up off the bounce off the ground. Wanted, I think First Killer was the first one to do that in RLCS play, so he wanted the First Killer shot. Not quite able to do so. 2:20 left on the clock here now, and Mo looks to put in his 5th goal. Fakes out in front of the line. Gino almost gets completely baffled on the back half, but somehow is able to get back for the 2nd save. But Mo is continuing with the mind games here. Might need to focus on his normal play, though. Unfortunately, it's not quite working out here. Might just need to take some rippers on net like before, because Gino has brought this one back. He's within 1. 2 minutes left on the clock now. Gino more or less winning this kickoff. Mo does pinch this one out to the back half, but Gino will have possession and boost. Mo going to try and play this one very close. Doesn't want to give space to Gino. And Gino, ooh, tries to late dribble this one over Mo. Went to go for the follow-up bump, and this shot actually is picture perfect, but so is the save. Mo barely keeping this one out and puts it in actually a pretty good position. But as Gino just fakes him out on the side, takes the boost here, Mo is still going to be in an awkward position on the back half. And yup, you knew it was hard. Mo needed a full send at some point, and well, the corner was the time he decided to do so. But without a solid clear, that one is going to go nowhere, and Gino will have another shot on target. 4-4 now. Gino has completed the comeback. The question is, can he keep this train rolling and get himself a 5th goal? It's a phenomenal flick, but just a little bit too much power. And unfortunately, it's a restart yet again. Mo, though, has been stuck in defense for so long here. It's been a while since we saw a solid attack out of Mo, and unfortunately, the last couple have been full of mind games, and it definitely hasn't been enough to get past Gino, who is a patient and well-experienced player. Speaking of which, Gino back into offense again, takes his time on the shot and just pops it around Mo, and the lead is now in his favor. Again, I think this was either 4-1 or 4-2 at some point. I want to say 4-1 at some point. And unfortunately for Mo, he just couldn't quite cap this one off. 4 uncontested goals in a row for Gino, at least I believe so. And now he's going to have to try and bring this one home. 50 seconds left. If you can just waste time, if you cannot allow Mo a good shot, you will be able to. And as he just plays so patiently on the back half here, Mo is never able to really take off a clean shot. And this dribble is pretty. Oh, my word. Gino going cross-court with this one. Takes this one out at midfield. Starts immediately. No, best of 3. Best of 3. Sorry about that one, gentlemen. Say best of 3, Mo. And unfortunately for Mo, I think we're going to game number 3. Gino is going to put in his 7th goal. And Mo could have finished this one up here, but Gino is just starting to run away with this one. That is 6 uncontested goals now. And Gino is looking hot. And is an understatement, really. I was going to make an office reference, is looking hot, 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 and then just do the, you know, the song thing. But again, it's not even really an office reference. So at this point, I'm just rambling as I try to fill space, because I think we all know this one's set in stone. Gino puts in an 8th goal now. And as if it wasn't already, that's the nail in the coffin there. 15 seconds left, 4-8 now. Mo is going to have to try and get this one done in game number 3, but similarly, so is Gino. Both of these guys have played very well so far, but not quite able to finish it off yet. Winner semifinals, we're going to game number 3 here. Question becomes is which one of these two players is going to show off the most in the last one. Gino did something similar to what Mo did in the first one, which is just not allow time for a comeback. But at the same time, there wasn't a lot of comeback potential coming out of Mo there. In the first game, it definitely looked like Gino had a shot if he had a little more time to try and bring that one back. Mo, unfortunately, as time went on, definitely just couldn't keep up with the pace that Gino was setting. And now we've got game number 3. We've got to figure out, can he survive the pressure? Like I said, this is Mo's first competition. This is not Gino's. Gino has learned how to improve over time and just calm himself down and recollect. Mo now has to do the exact same thing, but in a best of 3 on game number 3, you know the pressure is there. This is win or go to the loser's bracket. The good thing is neither of these players are eliminated, but definitely not the position they want to be in if they head on to the lower half. Mo going to try to avoid that as he gets a flick off to start off here, but unfortunately isn't able to complete the offense. Gino is going to just get in the way, but the bump out at midfield is really going to do nothing to Mo, and back into offense Mo goes yet again. Good 50 out of Gino, though. We've been seeing those all day. Unfortunately gets demoed afterwards, and Mo is going to take this one slowly. Did not want to give away possession on a wasted shot. Might have needed to take a bit more of a ripper there. Still playing very patiently. Mo has completely changed up his pace right now, and it's really messing with Gino, who is not quite prepared here. He's used to playing patient against an aggressive Mo now. Now that the mind games are coming in pretty much every single play, he's going to have to be very careful when he makes challenges against Mo. It could be a fake every time. And as Mo sets this one out from the side with no one home, I was going to say that was all but in, but no, sir. Gino going to somehow stop that one and then get a pinch in his favor on the other end. Mo going from complete control of the play to no control at all. Gino with a great turnaround, and now he is taking the lead. 3:47 left on the clock. That was surprising to say the least. I did not expect Gino to all of a sudden just take the lead here now, but it may be all for naught. Mo gonna put in one within a couple of seconds after. 3:36 left on the clock now, and we're back to a 1-1 ball game. Both players have put in their first goal of this one. Whoever takes this game takes home the series. And it's looking like it could be Mo right now as he wins a kickoff and gets the boost in the corner. Gino has to be careful. One overcommitment right now, and Mo's got a quick turnaround. And Gino knows it. He's going to have to retreat here as Mo picks up the midfield boost. But Mo not able to get the bump dribble. And Gino might have a good counterattack right now. He needs, I was going to say, Mo to not interfere. But Mo getting a perfect touch on the side and is going to allow himself a bit of time to pick up boost and get ready on the back half. It's actually enough time that Gino's going to have to hesitate for a second. Gino, though, again, winning these 50-50s. The king of 50s remains himself. And as well as Mo has done on the 50s, when he gets aggressive, Gino reads it like a book and wins them most of the time. 2:50 left on the clock here now. Gino aims to put in a 3rd goal. Mo, though, not going to allow it to come through easily. Pops that one up. Oh, and yes, it is 1-1. Thank you. I appreciate it, Naval. It is 1-1 and 1-3 in the game. Totally forgot to... Oh, I think I just moved all of the... Yep. There it is. Orange score... No, not read from file. There we go. 1-1. Perfect. All right. Thank you very much for that one. Appreciate it, Naval. 1-1 Mo to Gino here now. 2:45 left on the clock. 1-3. Gino has taken the advantage here in game at number 3. And he's going to try and hold on to this one, but Mo, unfortunately, is not going to make that easy. Tries to go for the bump in front of the net. Mo, though, this is getting a bit predictable. That's the third one of those I think you've gone for in a row. Gino is starting to read them, and when you can start reading bump dribbles like that, there's not much you're going to be able to do. All of a sudden, Gino is starting to run away with this one. 3 goals up now, excuse me, and aims to go for a fourth, though, as he wins kickoff yet again. Mo, desperate to try and get in his way, and uh-oh, Gino, that was not the touch you wanted, sir. You're wasting a lot of boost, giving time to Mo, but Mo tries to play that one a bit too patiently. Okay, maybe not. I'll eat my words. I was going to say, he took too much time, but no, sir. Mo knew exactly what he was doing, was waiting for that one missed touch out of Gino, and finally pops that one on in. 2-4 now, 2:12 left on the clock. Gino has decreased his lead now to only 2 goals. Make it 1 goal now. Mo gonna win the kickoff and win the shot. And now 2 minutes left on the clock. Gino is definitely not gonna be happy with the fact that he's given up such a large lead. 1 goal left, and all of a sudden Mo has completed the comeback with only 2 minutes remaining. Uh-oh, but Gino might just put this one back to a 2-goal lead. Indeed, he will. Mo's efforts are all for naught as Gino takes another kickoff goal for himself. Mo gonna try to keep himself in this one. 2 minutes left to try and complete a comeback and take 2 goals. Definitely got the time to do so, and as he wins another kickoff, you gotta imagine he's gonna... Oh my word. You gotta imagine he's gonna do so. This is the least traditional kickoff goal I've ever seen in all the right ways. Mo fakes it out, turtles backwards into it, and slams it into the net. He's 1 goal down now, but with that type of play, you gotta imagine the momentum's on his side as well as the confidence. Mo with a highlight play and a half at 1:50 to try and bring this one back. Gino, though, going to try and make that one difficult as he launches a shot out from midfield. Might just try to waste time here on the back half. Indeed, he will. He's baiting Mo into a challenge and just wants to try and annoy him. Mo needs to be extremely aggressive here, and Gino knows that. And unfortunately for Mo, that close pressure, that aggression is going to leave some space for Gino to just set up a shot here. Gets in his 6th goal, retains, that 2-goal lead now. And all of a sudden, it's looking bad for Mo. He's only got 1:30, and he's down 3 goals now. All of a sudden, Gino is just starting to run away with this one. This is what we saw in game number 2. If Gino continues the trend, he'll score an 8th goal. But Mo's going to have to try and avoid that. The fake kickoff is going to work out in Mo's favor, but Gino is going to get a decent bump here now, and Mo does not have the boost to wait. Unfortunately, Gino's going to get right in the way there. He's actually going to let Mo take another shot, too. Mo not quite able to bang that one where he needs to. It's just going to go straight into Gino. And Gino's just going to play defense, it seems, here. Wants to waste as much time as possible. Mo, though, is going to at least try to get one more offense built here as Gino stays into his back half yet again. But he's just chasing Gino right now, going for the demo, and Gino is having none of it. Just completely dodging it. 50 seconds left on the clock. 3 goals in that time is doable. But what about 4? Gino puts in his 8th goal, and that is where Mo taps out. It's the same thing as last time here, folks. Gino was able to complete the comeback and was then able to... Oh, actually... No, excuse me, I take that back. I think that Mo did not have the comeback here. I think that Gino had the advantage and just stretched out his lead. And unfortunately, though, for Mo, he couldn't quite bring this one back. Gino, same score as game number 2. We're going to let the clock tick on out here so that I can report the scores accurately. But Gino will take this series 2-1. Very, very well played. Hey, shout out to Oathler for coming through. Oh, thank you very much, my guy. Appreciate the follow. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like I said, Gino versus Mo, a phenomenal series, but unfortunately for Mo, Gino just had that resiliency and did not allow that one to go in favor, or to go against him, excuse me. Gino going to win this one, move on to the winners finals. A very, very, very impressive play out of Gino there for sure.